Okay, so let's dive into something that feels, well, pretty chaotic right now.
You mean this massive collision between e-commerce ambitions
And
and
AI just deciding the rules don't apply to them. It feels like a breakdown of law and order on the internet's infrastructure.
it really is the theme of the week. The fences are just falling down. We've got 3 stories that show the old rules, whether for logistics or code, are kind of failing.
Right, so we're looking at TikTok Shop's big supply chain problem.
Yeah, that, the rebellion of AI scrapers, and a huge lawsuit between Estee Lauder and Walmart.
And the whole mission for this deep dive is to figure out if these platforms can ever actually get control back.
Mm.
So let's start with TikTok. 2024 was a little rough for them. Layoffs, reorgs,
Mm.
but they're going all in on Shop.
They are, but they're hitting this wall that analyst Eric Seufert calls the full funnel fallacy. I mean, it's easy to code a buy now button on a viral video.
That's the software part, the easy part for them.
Exactly. It is incredibly hard to physically move a box from a warehouse to a doorstep without losing a ton of money.
That makes so much sense. TikTok is a software company. They're not built for forklifts and, shipping labels. And the numbers, they just tell the whole story, don't they?
They really do.
You look at Google, 180,000 employees? Meta has maybe 80,000?
Right.
And then there's Amazon.
1.5 million people. That's the muscle you need to move physical atoms instead of just digital bits.
And we've seen this before. Remember Buy on Google?
Oh yeah, it failed because they don't want to get their hands dirty with actual logistics. So TikTok is pivoting. They're now mandating that sellers use TikTok's own fulfillment partners.
So they're basically saying, you can sell on our app, but we own the trucks now.
They have to. The argument is if TikTok wants to be a discovery engine, they cannot afford for that discovery to be, regrettable.
Right. If you buy that viral gadget and it shows up 3 weeks late and it's broken.
The cool algorithm doesn't matter anymore. The trust is gone. They have to lock down the physical side of the business.
It's so interesting. So TikTok is trying to build these tighter fences around its products. But at the same time, in our next story, the digital fences are just being completely bulldozed. Let's talk about this rebellion of the robots.
This is huge for anyone who runs a website. For decades, the internet had this kind of gentleman's agreement. It's called robots.txt.
Yeah, it's just a little text file, right? Like a keep off the grass sign for bots.
Exactly.
Right.
But it seems like the big AI companies have decided to just walk right across the lawn. The data I saw from TollBit is just wild.
I saw that. They found that 42% of scrapes from OpenAI's ChatGPT-User happened on sites that specifically said, hey, don't scrape this.
So they're not just ignoring the sign, they are actively picking the lock. The bots are trained to pretend they're human traffic to get around the blocks.
And for publishers, this is leading to what people are calling a zero-click world. It's catastrophic.
It is.
The click-through rates really show it. AI referrals dropped from, 8.8% in early 2025, all the way down to 1.33% by the end of the year.
So the bot reads the article, it summarizes the answer for the user.
And the person who wrote the article gets absolutely zero traffic.
It's a parasitic relationship. The content creator does all the work, and the AI model captures all the value.
This theme of taking value without permission is a perfect bridge to our last story. We have digital bots taking data, and now we have physical retailers struggling with third-party sellers. Estee Lauder is suing Walmart.
This is the reseller problem going nuclear. So Estee Lauder claims Walmart's marketplace is flooded with counterfeit goods. But here's the nuance.
They're not always fake, right? Like not from a knockoff factory.
Exactly. This is often the gray market. It might be a real bottle of face cream, but maybe it's 3 years old, or it's been diluted, or it's sat in a hot shipping container for 6 months.
So the quality is just shot.
It's totally degraded. And about a third of these sellers are based overseas. This all connects to a massive change Amazon is making in March. They're finally ending commingling.
Commingling. It's such a clean word for a really dirty process. It's basically one giant community ban, right?
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. Amazon would take an official bottle from Estee Lauder's stock and throw it in a bin with a bottle from some random seller, user 885.
And when you place an order, you just got whichever one they grabbed first.
Yeah.
You had no idea.
It destroys consumer trust. And Estee Lauder's argument is that the average person sees sold on Walmart.com and they assume Walmart is backing it.
They don't realize they're buying from some third-party wildcard with zero quality control.
Yeah.
So it all comes back to this theme of control. TikTok is seizing its supply chain to control quality. Publishers are trying, and frankly failing, to block bots to protect their data. And brands are suing giant retailers to stop their products from being deleted.
It is a battle for authenticity. When those fences fall down, whether it's a robots.txt file or a warehouse supply chain, you just don't know if what you're getting is the real thing.
Which leaves us with a pretty tough question for you to think about. If the digital rules are just suggestions now, and brand supply chains are this leaky, how much extra work do you have to do just to be a regular consumer?
Buyer beware has never been more true, has it? For your news and for your shopping cart.
Something to think about next time you click Add to Cart. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.